Hello. Give me a second, I'm just doing some last minute setups. So, first off, I got a couple new followers while I was offline. I just want to say thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it, and I don't know if I can show that enough. Second off, I mean, I saw Little Sister was online on Discord, so I don't know, maybe she's able to just hang out in COCOM? If so, I mean, that's awesome. If not, well, we'll just kind of roll along and do our own thing, you know? We'll work it out. So tonight's plan is to at least get through Agrabah, and if we can manage from there, then we'll go to Halloween Town. By the way, I'm sure some of you saw the stream message of "This is not a stream, it's a sandwich." I listened to a Psychostick song called "This is not a song, it's a sandwich" just before I went live. I don't know why, but it got in my head. Anyway. Did a little bit of grinding, not a whole lot. We're level 30, and a lot of what I did involved the gummy missions. As you can see, there's only so much I can really do, because, like, I'm not particularly good at balancing the cost versus what I need the criteria for the EX missions to be. If that makes any sense. Ah, well. We cleared Port Royal last time. We opened up Agrabah and Halloween Town. And I've been working on the enemy routing missions, so we'll see what we can do. We do have Falcon level 8 now. That is another big thing that I did. Mostly because I wanted to. I don't remember exactly how I unlocked it, but I just kinda did. Eh.
Gosh, I wonder how Aladdin and Jasmine are doing.
Hey, maybe Riku's with them.
Yeah, I am the king.
Keep dreaming, you two.
Come on, Donald, you were thinking the same thing.
No, I wasn't.
Uh-oh, it's Iago.
Wait, you got me all wrong!
You're young, all right.
No, I mean, it's not the old me. I turned over a new feather. I'm legit. No more scams. Promise.
Bet that's your new scam.
You gotta believe me.
So, let's go.
I was stuck inside that lamp with Jafar, remember? But I finally escaped. Then some things happened and...
So, free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gosh, fellers, he looks pretty sad.
I want to apologize to Aladdin and Jasmine. Could you guys maybe put in a good word for me?
Sure, we can do that, can't we?
Watch out!
Ah, the new bandits. I believe these guys are Luna bandits? I don't remember, but it's not exactly relevant. Well, either way. Let's smack them. Can Heartless catch hands? Because I think that's exactly what I'm doing with them. Oh yeah, Jack had Lucky, so I was running around Port Royal a few times, so we grabbed a few new materials. Turns out, well, I mean, we saw it last time. Air Pirates give us dark crystals. And, I mean, I even called out, it's like, hey man, wow, reaching out to Jim Henson actually helps. Oh, Little Sister's off today, so we might be able to COCOM after all. Give me just a minute to finish this fight, and then I'll respond to that. I had to sit there like, I am live, right? Like, I'm not just jumping ahead, I'm not just jumping the gun on this, am I? Man, there's so... Why are there so many of you guys? I forgot about this. Oh, it was an endless wave.
Where are they all coming from?
Ah! 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 Hello! Woo! Woo! Ah!
This way!
Ah! 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 Ah!
Man, this place is in tatters. What happened? Like, honestly, what happened between last time we were here and now? Was it ever explained? Or am I just missing something? Oh, I don't know. What I do know is, I believe we have a little... No, we don't right now. Maybe he's outside. Hey, Moogle-san, what's up? Oh yeah, we can use Serenity materials to improve the quality of the items we make now. So, this is the current list of things we have. Wow, I got a lot of blazing shards, didn't I? I may as well cap that off later. But yeah, we got a lot of dark stones and dark gems. Really just a lot of things. I've been busy with Mushroom 13, as you can tell. And we got that Lost Illusion from Zexian's Echo, or his absent silhouette, last time we were there. So, yeah. We can make things, we're just gonna need some time, if that makes sense. Did I get a response? No, not yet. Alright. So we can make all sorts of neat stuff. It's just, we don't have the material. So, like, mithril shards are going to take us a while, obviously. Eventually we'll be able to make mithril gems, and we can upgrade those to crystals with the Serenity materials. So, yeah. Give me a minute. As I just... Alright. Let me see if I can start this call. Just waiting. Just a-waiting. I told her to tell me when she's ready, but I didn't yet. Or... Ah! 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 What a great way to start this Kokam.
Hello.
Hi. How were the movies?
It was good. No, I didn't see Captain Marvel. I went to go see The Favorite.
Get out of my head.
What?
Like, I was about to ask if you went to see Captain Marvel.
No, because everyone and their grandmother's seeing Captain Marvel right now. I didn't want to be in a crowded theater.
Fair enough. Man.
Plus,
Oh, go ahead.
plus tickets are already like selling out pretty much everywhere. So.
God, all those people who are just like, oh, Captain Marvel's not gonna be good. The fuck you mean?
Yeah, Lydia went to go see it. She said it was pretty good. She was like, well, some things didn't really match up with the timeline, but I still liked it. And I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Look, Infinity War just made things really confusing.
Yeah, it did. But no, I went to go see a movie about 18th century English courts being fucked up. It was great.
What, they're not still?
Oh, I mean, maybe, but in different ways.
Fair enough.
The Queen isn't exactly running the entire country anymore.
Hello.
Hello.
Um,
She's living with her dorgies.
That was bad, and you should feel bad.
No. That's what they're actually called, because they're dachshund corgi mixes.
Oh, I thought you were making a pun because they're like corgis, so they're dogs, so therefore dorgies.
Well, I looked at the entire history of the Queen's dogs the other day at work because we were bored and I needed to know.
Okay, that's totally fair, actually.
Yeah, because I was talking to my coworker, I'm like, she has so many dogs. How many dogs does she have now? It's just her 2 dorgies now. Because she was breeding corgis for a while, but she's like, I don't want any of them to outlive me, so I'm gonna stop now.
That's kind of sweet, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
But yeah, movie I saw was a wild ride, and I came out kind of angry, but not like because it was a bad movie. I just have a lot of feelings.
I'm just imagining you sitting there like in Whitest Kids You Know. It was white people. Fucking white people.
It wasn't like anything like that. I'm just... There are so many ways I'm like, this could be solved with this one thing or 2 things. Maybe don't be catty. Maybe don't do that. Maybe instead of trying to sabotage each other, You should just not.
See, it's
I never
like
had the chance to thank you
the
for
way I
before.
always think about it is the way
You
that
helped
Primus
Aladdin to
mentioned
beat
it
that
in My
awful
Name is
Jafar
Mud.
and save Papa
I got my
Pig.
pride.
All in a day's work.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time,
It
I
looks
was
like
just
the
like,
Heartless are up to no
no,
good
don't
again.
do this thing. And then things kept happening. I'm
Is
like,
there
why are
any way
y'all
we can
like
help you out?
this? Just go to bed, take a
I
nap.
think we're all right for now.
Take the
And you
not the
always got
Victorian,
Aladdin.
whatever
He
revolutionary
hasn't been
period
himself
equivalent
lately.
of a Xanax. Okay, have some whiskey.
Yes.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
sure.
Also, did you
Usually,
notice
he's
that
the
Dolan
same
now has
cheerful
the
Aladdin.
plain mushroom staff?
Sometimes he just
Oh, I
seems
see.
sad.
Yeah, I've been busy with Mushroom 13 trying to get my
He
scores
leaves
up.
the palace and goes off by himself
Yeah.
all the time. I've asked him
I
about
haven't
it,
gone
but
back
he
to
says nothing's
KX3
wrong.
yet. I've been.
He's gone again
Busy.
today. What if he doesn't
No,
come back
that's
this
fair.
time?
I found out today my
Maybe
work
he's got a
pants were still
secret
covered in dog
girlfriend.
hair.
I know. I'll go find out who she is.
So I sat there like,
Y'all go.
man, she really rubbed
Sora.
off on me in more ways than
Catch
one.
him. And I'll warn the guards and everyone in the
Okay.
palace.
That's the thing.
But,
Iago's not...
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. And it's just like, as I said,
Nice
at work,
move.
Nick could tell I
Maybe
was
it's something
still
you
like
said.
thinking about her just from the way I was carrying myself.
You were on a pup high.
Gee, maybe we should go
I
talk to
had to think
Aladdin.
about what you
He's
said for
gotta
me
be
because it sounded like
somewhere
Pop
in
Pie.
there,
I'm like,
right?
what?
Good idea.
Love that
I
chicken
wonder what he's been doing.
Popeyes.
Yeah, it was very confusing, but that's okay.
I just thought of that because I passed a Popeyes on the way home.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Sora.
But yeah, it was a
Come
good
back
time.
here.
And, you know, I definitely want to go back and see her when she's out in the play yard.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Maybe take Sammy with
If you
me,
can't
or maybe
control that
Connor and
fireball,
Nick, because,
put a
you know,
leash on him.
if we can find a place, I'll be living with
Look,
them.
I'm sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Sorry, my
Babu.
cat was in the banana bed.
Oh. Did he squish it again?
No hard feelings?
No, he just like hopped in normally. I'm so proud of him.
Nice.
A boo?
I think he's finally figured out how to use it.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Oh, God, when I was at work, you know, the one coworker
guys,
I don't
sorry
like was
about
suggesting,
earlier.
you
I
know,
was kinda in a
doggy
hurry.
door, bed in the garage. I'm like, the fuck you mean? I'm
know,
not putting a
Boo,
dog
you
out in the
keep his paws
garage.
off that lamp.
No.
I don't know whether or not it's insulated well enough.
No talking your way out of this one.
I don't know. Hey, Connor, how's it going, my dude?
How long ago did you start?
Streaming?
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I only know that because I've got the live count up in my top right corner.
Yeah, I was just like, how late did I come in? What's happening?
No, I cleared Port Royal last stream.
Oh, okay.
I took my time, don't worry. And I did Timeless River the one before that, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I did my Wisdom Form grinding shortly after that stream ended. Just to cut out all the boring stuff.
And now he squished the bed. Okay, now he's getting in it. Lawrence, make up your mind.
Oh, I'm glad he was so calm even after the trimming mishap earlier.
I know, I felt so bad.
I know, like, I read it, I'm like, oh no, I know that was an accident.
Yeah, because, like, it was just a combination, because he was flailing around and I was trying to trim his claw, and it's just a little too close with Quick.
It's okay.
But he's good. He's been cuddling me, like, on and off all day, so he's clearly fine.
I mean, I imagine he thinks he owes you for, you know, the way you handled him during the, oh, what is it? My words are failing me. Oh, the fire alarm tests.
Yeah, I just felt so bad because he, like, as soon as it started, I was in the middle of a nap and I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know what time because I just gotten home from work and they started going off and oh my god, it's like the worst noise ever. So I could tell he was freaking out, but instead of running, he just like clung onto my shirt and I was like, all right. I tried to get the carrier up. I'm like, this isn't gonna work. They're gonna be here soon. I'm like, fuzzy blanket away. So I just bundled him up and took him out on the balcony. So he was fine.
That's good. Yeah, I had to explain to Nick what swaddling was today. He was not familiar. Like, he asked if that was a real term.
Yeah, it's real. People use it on babies all the time.
I know, that's exactly how I explained it.
Yeah, you just bundle them up like little burritos.
I would say Burrito, but I know that's Dodger's sub-fan, or sub-base name.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you saw the live notification I set up or not, but, like, I decided to reference Psycho Stick with it.
Oh god.
It was just one of those things where I'm like, this is not a stream, it's a sandwich. Cause, like, I don't know why, but I had to go listen to that song before I started.
Not a big deal. I, had to throw out 2 pairs of pajama pants.
Oh, I'm sorry, did they tear?
Yeah, really bad.
That's okay, I've had quite a few pairs that did the same thing, so you're not alone, for what it's worth.
But now I need more thin pajama pants because I'm now running out.
Yeah. And yeah, I know Swaddle's a bug type. I always name it Needles, to kind of follow that pun trend. But, yeah, don't worry. It's like, I know I need more lounge pants, but I also need to, I need to find a place to live as well, where I can adopt a doggo.
Yeah.
Especially a high-energy doggo, who will totally be worth it.
Yes, because she sounds so friendly.
I wish you could be there to meet her, honestly. Because, like, I know that we were in a small room because the SPCA has their meeting room set up off to the side, so you can do one-on-one time and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, you know, she was restless, and like I said, she just flopped overboard. Not at the moment, Connor. I know Leave Annie was broken in Gen 5. I used Leave Annie and Maractus. There's a bit of grass overlap in my team. But, yeah, right now, just catching up with Little Sister. Perhaps a bit later, though.
Oh god, what's happening? What am I touching?
I'm sorry, what? What did you just ask?
My Twitch screen started freaking out, so I'm like, where's the controller? What's happening?
Ah, okay.
Where am I? What am I seeing?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
It's okay, I found it.
Okay.
It was like, visit Nick Jazz Hands channel. Like, it just kept flashing on the screen, like, no, what's happening?
I've mastered subliminal messaging on Twitch without even meaning to, apparently.
I'm like, I'm on his channel. Where do you think I am?
It's not even subliminal if it's doing that. I don't remember where I have to go. I wasn't paying attention.
Prince Apupu.
A boo-boo.
Yeah, but...
A poo-poo?
Yeah, because if you take the audio out, it looks like he's saying a poo-poo.
Okay, bear in mind that, like, with animation and stuff, it is hard to sync up certain words, especially based on character design.
And just someone pointed that out one day, and now I can't unsee it.
You mean like the fact that Mara Jade pointed out that gushers are kind of like a very dirty snack in a way?
Yeah, but I've always kind of thought that ever since I knew what that was.
Yeah, you know, honestly, it never crossed my mind, and I still don't see it, admittedly.
I think last time I had gushers was in college. I think I pointed that out to my friends, and they're like, why? Why would you do this?
Yeah, I mean, it was an entertaining question, honestly, so I'm not mad about it, but I'm just like, I'm always going to think about this, and I'm going to have to double check whether or not I actually see it that way. I don't know, man. This is the same person I was talking to about, you know, her adopted dogs. Specifically Gambit, because he shows up on her videos and stuff so much.
Yeah.
And, you know, she loves animals. And I respect that. I see her as a bit of a kindred spirit that way. But, you know, she was saying, like, rescues take a little while to really regain trust in people.
Well, yeah, because they haven't had the best time, so...
Yeah. Fortunately, to my knowledge, there wasn't abuse in the doggo I was looking at. She was just... She was a returned
work out.
adoption, and part of that is because she's so selective about the dogs she likes.
Yeah, and I mean, like, but if she's going to just, like, a home where it's just her, then it's not so bad.
Yeah, that's my thinking, and it's like, you know, obviously she still needs the interaction with other dogs, but, you know, they recommended, if I do adopt her, holding off on that until I feel a bit more confident.
Well, yeah, of course. You gotta start with one and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well,
I know, I know, you want an entire army of dogs, but not yet.
army of dogness. I would do it too, you know that.
Oof.
Evil boof. No,
Evil
no.
boof.
Okay, I've got it. If I were to do that, or if I were to have my army of dogness, they would be led by a, I want to say a retriever, but I would name him Boof Campbell.
Boof Campbell. I love it.
That's the best I got. It's like how if I were to adopt a corgi, I would name them Corgo Atano.
Look. That's gotten approval from people I know who love Dishonored, okay?
I can imagine. But this is also why I should not be allowed to name dogs.
Hey, no, I like Corgo Atano. That's cute.
I feel like I'm
You
missing
could
some
just-
treasure.
You could shorten it to Addie.
Why Addie?
I don't know.
How? Oh, I see what you mean. I'm sitting there like, how does that tie into Corgo?
I was thinking about the last name, you doob.
Aw, Addie. Like Anthony? No, like Corgo Atano.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm not
then
saying I'm a
there's-
smart man.
And there's me. I'm like, my cat's named after a Bloodborne character that made really poor decisions. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, we all have our weird names. Like, I
But see-
imagine... Go ahead.
See, mine's normal on the surface.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's so cute. And then people are like, why'd you name him Lawrence? And I'm like, well.
Like, I'm just picturing, you know, if someone has a long-haired dog, maybe like an Irish Wolfhound or an Afghan or something like that, and their hair is dark, so they name her Bayonetta. You see what I mean? Just something silly like that. Hey, Power Stone!
Ooh, I would name a cat Bayonetta.
You would also name a cat Teacup, admittedly.
I would. If
Hey.
I ever...
Go ahead.
If I ever get an all-black cat, they're gonna be Teacup.
And that's good. Teacup is a good name for a black cat, I think.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, for some reason the only name I can think of for a husky is Brick.
Why Brick?
I don't know, I always think of cat on a hot tin roof. But that's just me. Or, you know, if it were a lady husky, I would name her Roxy.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Well, I like Chicago as well.
It's true. Well, if I were able to handle huskies and I had a lady husky, it would be sick.
It's over.
Yeah, I can see that too. Oh
Yeah.
man, like, I just keep thinking, it's like, if I can adopt Callie, and, you know, I do want to set up a playdate thing with her and Russer, it's like, would they get along?
I hope so.
Because, I mean, I don't want Russer to get hurt, because, I mean, that's part of the reason she was returned, was, like, she didn't get along with the, neighbor's dog.
That's...
No, I know it's not her fault, but it's also, like... I don't know all of the factors behind the decision to return her. So, I mean, I can't pass judgment.
Yeah, I just know that, like, for me, once I get attached to an animal, I'm like, that's it. They're not leaving me. I don't give a shit. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was something like they couldn't or like they couldn't find a way to make it work.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, all I know is, like, I do need to get into running if I'm gonna keep up with her. Like, they've made that abundantly clear.
Well, it's a good way to get in shape.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that. Like, you know, I've been meaning to start working out anyway, and if I can get fit in the process, or if it means I can bond with her better, then I'm all about that.
Bond with your dog, shed some pounds. It's all good.
Yeah. Of course, she has a habit, like, she's a jumper, similar to Russer, but, like, she jumps very high, like, they have to keep her in a kennel that has a ceiling on it.
Oh no, she's got springs in her paws.
Yeah, I've seen her jump. They've been working with her on it, so, like, they don't reward it, obviously. And they do have a spray bottle that they use, but the trainer was telling me it's strictly a last resort thing, like, usually just showing it is enough. And if they do spray, it's very gentle mist.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I doing? I reflect.
I don't know what you're doing.
Come here, fat bandits!
No, I'm thinking I might have to do that with Lawrence. He's been getting better. But,
Is swaddling not working as well anymore?
well, no, not really, because sometimes we'll do it and he's fine, and other times we'll do it, put him down, he'll just go right back to trying to chew on wires.
Oh. Wow, my voice cracked. Oh!
Oh!
No!
Oh!
But yeah, they were talking to me about that and how she's incredibly treat motivated and stuff. She's very receptive to training as well.
Well, treat motivated is good. That's easy.
Yeah. It's just that, like, you know, the guy ran out of treats partway through. They did have a bag with them there. Or, like, in the room. But she knew they were there, so the moment someone reached up, she got ready.
Oh. You got a smart puppy.
Yeah, I started doing the palming thing where it's like, I put a little bit of a treat in one of my hands, and I closed both of them and hold them out. And she picked them out pretty easily.
It's like those videos of when they do that to sheeps.
Oh god, I had a dream that Joe and Sam adopted 3 sheeps. And one was tan, and I forget its name. One was all white, and then one was black and white, and its name was Tara.
Burnt sheep.
So, I don't know, maybe I've been playing too much Birth by Sleep?
One was named Tara. Yeah, you probably have.
But, they let me watch Tara for a little bit.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they made sick in my room. I left the door open by mistake, and I was just like, oh, I hope they're okay. So I go down to the living room, and they're, like, sitting on a chair by a box, and I'm just like, you doing okay?
No. Look, I'd be over the moon if they got one sheep and could handle it.
Yeah, I mean, Sam has said that, you know, when Zoe eventually moves on to the great beyond, I don't know how else to put it.
The big dog box in the sky.
Dogs don't go in boxes, cats do.
I meant dog house. I was like, dog box? Look, I don't know.
It's the new ripoff movie from the makers of Atlantic Rim, Dog Box. They spoofed Bird Box.
Don't look at it! Woof.
Oof. But yeah, that was my big adventure yesterday, apart from taking my Super Nintendo to get modified, which I'm waiting on the call to hear back that it's done. Because, I mean, it's a very simple fix. All they have to do is take out a couple, or the pin things that block Japanese cartridges from the backside. And, like I said, that's an incredibly easy fix. Like, all I have to do is Dremel that out. It's just that the guy who normally does that, he's the owner of the shop, and he wasn't in, or he hasn't been in recently.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I picked up some interesting stuff. And when I was out in Complete in Box, which we never got a chance to go to, I found Fighter Maker.
The heck is that?
Do you remember that Throne Controllers challenge where someone had to fight as Attack Helicopter Wesker?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
You know, the one where, John mentioned that it takes a full, like, 8 meg memory card. Or a full PS1 memory card just to, Oh man, I missed that puzzle piece. It's just a full memory card for one fighter. Like, I don't know if you've seen the stream highlight he did of it, but he made Guile, and his victory pose was him just, like, punching and then just spinning away very quickly. So I found that, I'm like, this is a box that would normally hold, like, multiple discs. Like, think the Final Fantasy VII or 9 box.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the size of the box, but it's only a 1-disc title.
Oh god.
So I'm sitting there like, I'm worried. But, because I picked up so many things, they gave me Sonic Spinball on the house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool of them, actually.
Dun, dun.
Of course, they also have the, they have a bunch of repro carts there, too, so I managed to pick up an English translation of Final Fantasy V.
Ooh.
Which I've seen, but I haven't had the chance to play.
Well, now, once I finish Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm not moving on until I have Ultima Weapon, it's a goal now.
That's fair.
Because I don't even have the ability to even have, like, the option of synthesizing it. I have to get, like, 3 more synthesis materials, like, unique ones, and then it'll let me.
It's one of the unlocked ones. Does synthesis work like it does in 2?
I didn't really use it in 2. How does it work in 2?
You hand over the materials to the Moogle, it'll give you the, it'll give you prizes for completing it, which you can usually turn in, and then you'll be able to unlock ability to create, or the ability to create new things through free development. And you can also make recipes.
Not so much recipes. It's a little more straightforward than that.
Okay.
It's kind of like you collect, there's like collector's goals, and the more collector's goals you complete, the more things you unlock to synthesize. So basically it's like collect so many synthesis materials. I think it's like you have to collect 58 unique ones in order to make Ultima Weapon. At least have the option. Because
Okay.
I don't know in actuality how many materials I really need to make the damn thing.
Got it!
But yeah.
Sorry, I was going for that puzzle piece I missed last time.
It's okay. But, and then there's also photo missions, which you'll see that the Moogle's thinking about something. It'll be like, hey, make this comment about something, Kupo. And then it'll tell you what the Moogle wants a picture of in what world. And if you do that, it'll give you other options for items to synthesize as well.
Okay.
But like I said, I think it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to go around collecting recipes or anything.
I kind of like that, though. I mean, it works. It's a new iteration, which I understand.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's so much other shit going on in 3 that I kind of like that they streamlined the synthesis.
Yeah. What else was there?
Because I'm already hunting for ingredients!
So, the way I'm imagining it is kind of like the scavenger hunts that Zoe would send you on in Resident Evil 7.
Sure looks valuable.
You know, with the picture that includes a hint of the area.
It's kind of like that, but it straight up tells you what the Moogle wants to see.
Okay, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's just a matter of you finding it.
Yeah.
For example, it'll be like, I'll tell you one in Arendelle to save you trouble. And it's like, doesn't look like this place, like this palace has a fireplace, Kupo.
Oh, so you need to find a fireplace.
No, it
Oh.
means like you have to
Oh.
find Elsa's ice palace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually
that's
pretty
easy.
cool.
Yeah, which that's easy. You know exactly where that is once you get there.
Yeah. See, like little bits of non-spoilery foreknowledge. Actually, I appreciate.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I would not spoil plot things because apparently I haven't even gotten to most of the plot things.
And you said it already went batshit on you.
It kinda already went batshit. And there are certain things that apparently are supposed to happen. Or like, if there's like hints of it happening, but it hasn't happened yet, and I'm scared to move forward because of it. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna get Ultima Weapon, so that by the time I get there, I'm slow as fuck.
In the words of
And
Woody,
nothing can- and nothing can touch me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Whatever it is you're talking about, I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, I died. I was like, howling. Oh my god. Not as much as I was at the end of Monstropolis for reasons that I will not spoil because I want you to witness that for yourself. But,
Let's go.
oh man.
Incidentally, did you hear why Marvel and Star Wars weren't included in 3?
No, I saw there was an article about it, but I did not see.
Well, I mean, IGN made the mistake of labeling it as boring, or a boring reason, and it's just like, oh no, it's not sensational. But it turns out it was like a contract issue. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. And the fact that he's being so upfront about it is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually, because there's a lot of hurdles to jump through with Marvel and Star Wars.
Sora defeats Thanos, canon.
Look, I would pay someone to see Sora whack Thanos with a Keyblade, okay? This entire fight. I would pay.
Thanos becomes part of Organization 13, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. With a Keyblade that's just got the Infinity Gems in the hilt.
Oh my god, Sora would be unstoppable.
I would actually like to see that now.
Sora whacks something by accident, activates one stone that just dissolves half the thing.
He just smacks something, the Soul Stone activates, and it's like a rare chance for an insta-kill. But it's just like you don't get any materials out of it, so it's that double-edged sword. Wait, that fat bandit died! Why did he still punch? What, did I break the game? Did you see that?
I just saw that. Oh my god.
I didn't know they could do that.
I didn't know either. Fat bandits are broken.
I like them though.
Sorry, I have to like keep getting up and snapping on my cat.
I was wondering what that was.
No, I'm trying not to yell. Usually if I just get up and snap my fingers, he'll go away.
I just keep thinking about the time you were co-comming most recently. You're like, oh, don't do it.
And now he's meowing at me in protest, like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Yes, you are.
Have you had a chance to pick up some orange peels or anything?
No, not yet. I might go to PetSmart tomorrow, see if they have any, like, bitter spray.
Okay. Just rub a Switch cartridge on it.
Look, if I had Essence of Switch cartridge, I would.
Can that please be a thing? Can we contact Nintendo? Oh, we need to reach out to Doug Bowser and ask him to make that.
Essence of Switch cartridge. I can't. Sammy convinced me to lick one.
Way to go.
Yeah, I just pulled up the video of Jim Sterling licking one to try and get the taste of like soap out of his mouth.
No. She's like, nope, you gotta do it. And I'm like, alright. And I looked at it. I was like, oh god, I regret everything.
Yeah, your face was kind of like mine with the tequila.
Yeah. Oh, man. I actually had...
Nice try,
that daiquiri was
Birdbrain.
good the other day.
Just wait
I'm
till
glad.
Jafar's free. He's gonna make one beauty of a
I hadn't had one in forever.
Yeah.
And it was just like an entire stand dedicated to making margaritas and daiquiris. Just in the stadium where we saw the concert. I'm like, is this what Texas is like? Is this what it's like? Just margaritas everywhere?
It's been eons!
Maybe.
Al, you princely little muffin, you! Cosmic travel can get so
Not that I'm
lonely
like,
without a
oh no, I'm gonna become an alcoholic. No,
Forlorn
not that.
and genieless.
It's just,
Oh, the humanity!
do we have all the good things about Texas without all the bad?
Have you been putting on weight?
Did you hear about the dude who lives in Austin who
Al,
painted his
of course,
entire
what am I
house
saying?
pink?
You're living at the palace now!
Yeah, there's a dude in Austin who painted his entire house pink, much to the chagrin of his neighbors. And they're trying to complain, but there's no homeowners association to stop him.
It's just a color.
Yeah, but pink is his favorite color, and it's obnoxiously bright because, like, all the exterior walls were plain white. I just saw the article today, and I'm like, I like this guy.
Oh my god. Of course people in Texas would complain about that.
I'm finishing you
I mean, I kind of get it because it's like, you know, just that contrast between neutral colors.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I'm also sitting there like, let people enjoy things.
they're probably not complaining because it's neutral colors. Probably complaining because, oh, it's pink. And it's a man painting his house pink. Oh,
Look, anybody worth their salt knows that, like, it's not really worth complaining about colors, of all things. Like, men can enjoy pink, women can enjoy darker colors. In fact, one of my favorite colors is crimson. I like those deep reds. It's like, the way I see crimson is it's a very sanguine color. So,
my brain just started playing Bloodborne music.
well, I mean, that is kind of what I was getting at. Was just like, you know, because, you know, whenever I go to get blood drawn, I'm not weirded out by it. In fact, I actually think it's kind of cool to watch.
Every time I see something that has citric acid in it, I think about when you got blood drawn.
Oh no, that was when I gave blood.
That was me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Still.
mean, it was good. Like, it was nice to get blood. I didn't really care for, yeah, I know the citric acid.
Citric acid! That was like, God, when they had to give me so much Novocaine for my extractions. But I was like under the gas, so I didn't really care that much. It was just like really bad pinch.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there like, and then I was like, oh, okay, oh, ooh. Like,
Dude. They had to give me Novocaine after they had already started on the filling.
I thought that was the root canal.
Oh, I think that was it, but yeah, it's just like, it feels really, really bad when they have to do it inside the tooth.
Luckily, I didn't have that issue. Like I said, I'm very receptive to any kind of medication.
Yeah, rub it in.
Look, you know, our sister and I are very similar in that respect. You give us like one shot of Novocaine, it's like we are numb for 6 hours.
Sometimes I wish I were more receptive to medication, because damn.
Yeah, they, like, I think, well, I don't know about 6 hours, but when they did my extractions, they didn't wear off completely until like 7 o'clock at night, and the extraction happened at 3 in the afternoon.
No.
So the whole day, I had to go grocery shopping with half my mouth numb, and I was like, bleh, bleh.
Yeah, for me, it's like, it wears off pretty quickly, so I still feel some of the pain.
Nope. I didn't feel shit. Give me gas. Should me up with some Novocaine, and I'm like, well,
Did you
I'm gonna
ever...
name your.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna name your dental instruments now. That one's a cicada.
Scrapey McScrape face.
Well, no, because like when I was getting my root canal done, there was one that sounded like a cicada.
Oh, boo!
Well, that makes sense.
And I was sad when it went away, and he started using other tools. I was like, where's the cicada? I miss him. An actual thought that went through my brain.
I thought you actually said it out loud.
No, everything was just in my head. I didn't say anything out loud. Apparently, I still had enough restraint to do that.
Oh, good.
But every time they were like, "Are you okay?" I just could be like, "Uh-huh."
Ooh. What did you say? I said, Were you saying? No, this time I said Rufio. What is Peter Pan? Blockhead is too good. Like, that cold open is probably one of my favorites throughout the series. Partly because he just eats the dentist's instruments for some reason. Let's try this again, without doing that.
I just like,
I mean, the other favorite one is the second Ghostmas episode where he's running on the conveyor belt at the grocery store. Gotta keep up the pace! Whoa.
sir, this isn't you.
Well, neither am I. Also, yes, the face he made while trying to match that ID.
What is it? I think it's time for us to go.
It's so dumb, but I love it.
Will you be back?
And did you ever
We
hear the
will.
story of
I
how
promise.
Michael Swain came up with Blockhead?
No.
So he's always been a pretty good artist, as you can tell by the other characters in the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And, sorry, I'm just refilling my water with the water bottle I grabbed from work. Anyway, you know, he was really good at drawing, like, Mega Man-style characters as a kid. And, you know, his classmates would always pass stuff to him to try and get him to, or, like, see what he thought of it. And one day, like, they weren't quite as good, but, like, he still appreciated it. And one day, someone hands him this, like, Apatosaurus character with Blockhead's face. And that was how he was inspired to make Blockhead.
Oh my god. Someone made a Vine compilation before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and they just like matched up different Kingdom Hearts characters with people in the Vines, and it was hysterical. Oh my god.
I mean,
There's the one when they
Who are you?
like friends were pushing their one friend out on a lake while they were still in a sleeping bag and then on a mattress. They labeled it as Roxas and Xian pushing Axel out on the lake.
good.
Axel, stop kidnapping people.
I mean,
What?
he's a good nobody, Brent.
Look, I know that, but he's making some questionable decisions right now.
I mean,
both miss someone we care about.
he has his motivations.
Hey,
I know.
feel like
I'm not saying they're right.
They're not right at all. Look,
I was gonna say, now that I say that, I have to think about in what situation is it okay to kidnap someone, and I'm drawing a blank.
also, that image of like the nobody, like the dusk creeping up on Kyrie, like someone took the gif out of context
Hey,
with
what
Axel
is
just
this
being in the
place?
background, like holding his hands out. It's like out of context. This looks like this weird creature hitting on this girl, and the guy in the background being like, "Dude, what the fuck? We talked about this."
Someone who doesn't know Kingdom Hearts, explain this image.
Yeah, that's what was going. That's what they said. I was like, I mean, maybe.
I was half expecting a Swiggity Swooty caption.
You okay?
Someone's probably done it.
Look, the first time I saw that was when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, and it was the sneaking thing you can do, and it's just the trainer sneaking up on someone else.
You nearly gave us
Look, the sneaking feature was amazing.
It was. Oh my god. Have you seen the memes about the Scottish Pokemon trainer? Apart from, like, the post on Twitter. Like, there's, like, a whole thing on Know Your Meme now.
Oh God.
Town. Yep, I can see it. It's back again.
I don't remember. Are we supposed to go to Twilight Town now, or are we supposed to finish this up? Let's check the combat level. 28. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
What do you say we do a gummy mission first before we go to Halloween Town? Onward to Sunlight Storm! Sunlight Storm! Ho! Oh yeah, I have Falcon level 8 now.
Oh.
I've been busy.
See, I don't know. Like, I like gummy missions overall. I just, like, don't get into them as much.
This sure is exciting.
Well, you also didn't grow up on Gradius like I did.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but, like, Gradius and Super R-Type were my jam as a kid.
I grew up on Tetris.
Which is fair. Not everybody's gonna have the same tastes.
Which is why I'm trying desperately to get first place in Tetris 99. I got to the top 15?
Nice. As weird as it sounds, I think we found you your Battle Royale game.
Eh.
If you
It's
can
one of
call
the
it that.
One of the only ones I will ever play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad people are enjoying Apex Legends and Fortnite, but they are definitely not my thing.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I was talking to someone, because I've been, like, trying to make friends and everything. And she, you know, she's into Fortnite, and I'm like, well, I haven't really played it, so I don't know a whole lot about it. And she explained it to me. And I was like, okay. In theory, that sounds fun. And I was like, okay, but can you explain the llama? She's like, yes, I can explain the llama.
Good. Also,
'Cause I had no idea.
Go ahead.
I had no idea. I'm like, why is everyone up and up? Why is this llama so popular? I need to know. And she explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, that would be why everyone's freaking out about the llama. Okay.
So, a while back, there was actually a petition to make it so that your players could thank the bus driver before you jumped out. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Even though Fortnite's not my thing, that's really wholesome. I like that.
Yeah, that's really cute. And she was like, okay, but the llamas give you special things that you can use to, like, get the other people. And the color of the llama tells you, like, the tier of the weapons that you're gonna get. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, you want the purple llama? I'm like, of course you want the purple llama.
Yeah, I've noticed that WoW actually set a really strong precedent when they did the random quality sets.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe it was a thing in Diablo. I still haven't played Diablo 2. Or Diablo 1. Or any Diablo, honestly.
Any.
I like the isometric games, though. Like, I mean, I grew up on Equinox, obviously. And I played a little bit of Path of Exile, and it was good. Lo, Jazzy beheld the Path of Exile, and it was good. The Book of Jazzy, Chapter 7.
Verse 1.
And leaving them, he went into Bethany, and he lodged there.
Yeah. Think about it.
That's still one of my favorite Simpsons moments. Perhaps for obvious reasons. And if you said because of the absurdity, then yes. No, you don't get to leave on me like that. Nope, I'm gonna make sure. Haha. So now I've got missions 1 and 2, which I can work with. Also, some of the weapon gummies are super expensive.
I can imagine.
So, like, one of the EX missions is to fly a gummy ship that has 12 or more wings.
What?
You heard me right. Another one that I managed to do with the Highwind Alpha model was to fly a gummy ship with a speed of 50 or more.
It's Halloween Town time! I'm so excited.
The Hinterlands. God, whenever I get to this part, I always think about the Ed, Edd n Eddy Nightmare Before Christmas crossover that I believe their author name was AMX wrote on fanfiction.
Yeah.
It was really solid, honestly. Like, they did one for Nightmare Before Christmas, one for Oogie's Revenge, And then they did their own freehand one where it was like the cast of Ed and Eddie was performing Hair.
Ah.
It was a good time, though. It was a good read.
Hey, this is Halloween Town, right?
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, combing through Dark Souls fan fictions, and I'm like, no, it wasn't Dark Souls, it was Bloodborne, but almost same thing. And I'm like, can someone just give me a happy fic? I just want something happy.
Fluffborn.
Hey, it's Zero. How have you
Look,
been, boy?
I would be okay. I read a one-shot once where someone like befriended the cleric beast. It was great.
We proceeded to play fetch for days on end. It got a
They
little
were
tedious at
playing
times.
They were playing fetch. It was great.
I just imagine the cleric beast jumping up and just reaching out with its longer arm.
it
And it's like, next.
was like panting like a dog. It was so cute. And I'm like, and now I want a baby cleric beast, which has really horrible implications, but I don't care.
Hey, you know what? If it works for you. Oh my god! Edward Monk's The Scream! I just realized that's what these statues are! I don't know why I never made this connection until now.
What?
The statue right here. Oh, it's falling over. Or it was about to. It was threatening to.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, because, like, I figured I may as well knock them all over. Come on, fall. No, you're just rocking around. Okay, you're fine. Alright, I can work with it.
It's just
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, not yet. Not today. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Ah,
that
yes. The room where I first discovered Antiform.
Oh yeah.
I just remember Andrew trying to explain to me, it's like, okay, you need to be careful. I'm like, am I a Heartless? This is awesome!
That was amazing.
Of course, thinking about it, I
So,
understand
Donald
why
and Goofy,
why Antiform
welcome
happens.
And Merry
Like, not just
Christmas!
mechanically, but like from like a story
Merry
standpoint.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't you mean Happy Halloween?
Of course, Halloween greetings from Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King.
Yeah, I'm always gonna think fondly of that time when it was just like, I'm
Forgive
so
me,
fast,
I'm in a
I just
Christmas
shred
mood. You see, I'm
everything.
running the show again this year, but I need Sandy Claus' blessing, so I'm off to Christmas Town.
Sandy Claus.
So I had to explain to
think you
Chris
mean
something
Santa
about
Claus.
Axel.
Why you call him Noodle?
Aren't these
No, it was
decorations
something
wonderful?
story related.
This year, Halloween
Ew.
Town's going to handle Christmas
And-
too.
She asked me
But
that question.
first,
I was like, okay.
We have to visit Santa.
I was sitting there before
She's
I started
working on
typing. I
something
was like,
no
how do I
self-respecting
explain this
Santa Claus
without
can do
being
without.
confusing
Come
as
along,
fuck?
I'll show you.
Carefully.
A Halloween Town Christmas.
So I did. I did it the best I could. And she was like, someone explains Kingdom Hearts lore. Me. It was just like a guy with like a bunch of question marks around his head. And I'm like, I
Wanna go
know, I'm
check it out?
sorry. Look, I'm lucky half of it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I understand. Like,
Come on,
Kingdom Hearts is
hurry.
one of those things you need to sit down and process even after you've played it.
Mm-hmm. And
And-
even then, some things just do not make sense.
Coded.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a digital Keyblade wielder out there now.
Every time they bring up the data, I'm like, stop.
You mean, as Maleficent calls it, the date escape?
Oh, and they bring it up in other games, and I'm like, can we stop talking about this?
I still stand by what I said in Dream Drop, where it's just like, just for that one still alone, I feel vindicated for sitting through those cutscenes.
You see that I'm in the middle of an experiment?
Nope. I refuse.
Oh, it's okay.
All you need to know from Coda is that data exists and is somehow important. Like, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, you know, Xemnas goes into it in Dream Drop. The bits and bytes and parsing a heart. And I'm still just sitting there like,
This is way too heavy.
what the fuck does any of this mean?
You do, and you'll be sorry. Now bring it over here.
Like, I like Dream Drop, and I mean, Obviously, it's still not my favorite of the series. I'd say that still belongs to Birth by Sleep, at least for the time being.
Mechanically, I think I really like Dream Drop a lot. Mainly for flow motion.
Oh yeah, the flow motion was amazing.
And the Dream Eaters.
The Dream Eaters are great too, but like,
Did you finish it?
the fact
I wanna
that,
show my good
I mean,
friends.
the fact that you can make your enemies into friends
I need a little bit
is
more
pretty cool.
time.
Oh,
But honestly,
Well, that's
between
alright.
all of the
Just as
enemy
long
types
as
we've
it's
seen
ready for
throughout Kingdom
Christmas.
Hearts, I still like the Unversed the most.
Jack,
I'd best be off. I've got to go get Sandy Claus right
Love
away.
Monstropolis
Wonderful to see
then.
you again.
Yeah, I've heard that the
Goodbye for
Unversed are
now.
only used in like a couple of worlds, but that's fine by me.
Go get
You're gonna
Santa
love
Claus.
Monstropolis then.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because like, it wouldn't really
Please,
make a
Sam,
lot of
I'm afraid
sense
something
to
terrible will happen if
have
Jack goes
all the
through
enemy
with
types in every world,
Yeah.
unless it was structured differently.
I mean, I will say,
Are those strange-looking fellows in the town square with you?
there's more like concentration
What
of Heartless
fellows?
and Nobodies. From you,
You
for,
know, the
for
ones who
reasons.
wanted to spoil
Yeah, I mean,
Halloween and
Monstropolis, it
Christmas?
actually makes
What are
sense
they called
because
again?
Unversed are
Heartless?
essentially manifest
They're definitely
emotions,
not with us.
and because
But
Monstropolis
Donald,
works
Goofy and I
with
can get
scream
rid of
and
them,
laughter,
and then
that
we
makes
can go see
sense.
Santa.
Yeah.
But first, the Heartless.
Man, as soon as you mentioned they were in Monstropolis, I'm like, wait, that actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, Dolan, I'm gonna swap you out for Jack, just because, like, I like having a tall skeleton man in my party, and you are a duck mummy with no torso. I'm not gonna lie, though, the fact that Donald's costume doesn't have a midsection and they were able to render that is actually really cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the nice thing about 3. Everyone can be in your party.
I saw that.
You can have the whole gang. It's great.
I'm just imagining, like, oh, what is it? I'm imagining... Shoot. I lost it. Like, having everyone in the party, and I've seen some of the things you can do with it. But, yeah, I lost whatever I was thinking of, sadly.
Yeah. It's okay.
Was there a puzzle piece in here? I don't think so. Hi, Sally.
Sally!
You know, I've always wondered why Heartless are drawn to Halloween Town. It's a relatively dark place. I mean, at least aesthetically. It's spooky. What else do I
Oh,
have
yeah,
in here that's new? Oh, right. Anyway. No, you were saying something?
I don't know. Halloween's often associated with the dead, and death has its own kind of darkness attached to it.
Yeah, I guess, but Heartless are drawn to the light. Oh shit, this Jack has Lucky Lucky too. Why do both Jacks in this game have Lucky Lucky?
Because.
I mean, I can't say that they're a knave, because, like, that's a playing card term, and that's a very different kind of Jack.
Meh.
Jack not name, Jack job!
Now hear this, you fiends! Leave Halloween Town at once, by order
Oh,
of
did
the
you see
mayor.
Buns' new video?
Jack, where are you? I'm only an elected
which one?
official.
The one
I
titled
can't
My
handle
Favorite
this
Movie.
by myself.
No, I did not.
It's Asura's Wrath.
We're
Oh
on
my
it.
god.
It's good. Like, I've seen a little bit of Asura's Wrath played, and I managed to find a copy of complete in box. I'm like, yes, I'm picking this up. It's ridiculous, and I love it. I mean, the gameplay itself is kind of tedious, but at the same time, it's a very interesting title. In more ways than one. Because it's like, I mean, Asura is a Hindu deity, and he has 6 arms. And the first boss, I believe Connor mentioned this last time, you kill him, I mean, he's the size of the planet. You kill him by punching his finger. I think there's one boss you drop a moon on or something like that.
That sounds fun.
Either way, I'm just like, damn, I like this game more and more the more I hear about it.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
When, Zim was trying to roll Mars around on the Earth.
Oh, yeah!
And it was stopped by that one guy holding a can of soda.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Ah! I thought it was like it was slowing down to squishing speed, and it just like it got that to that point and it couldn't go much faster, so it was just very slowly crushing the can. And like the can just barely buckled.
Sturdy can.
It really is. But yeah, I have Asura's Wrath on PS3 now. I would have preferred the Xbox 360 version, but I could not find that.
Yeah.
Or something even worse.
Also, Asura is voiced by Liam O'Brien, who voiced Illidan in WoW, War in Darksiders.
Oh yeah, I feel like we've had this conversation.
Yeah. If you know War's voice, then you know what Asura sounds like.
Oh great.
And, like, you say Doom Guy is too angry to die. Asura is... Like, there are several kill attempts made on his, or attempts made on his life. And he is so angry, none of them kill him. They just put him out of commission for a while.
Too angry to die.
Mm-hmm. Doom Guy and Asura are the embodiment of man too angry to die.
That feels like an article in The Onion.
I think it is, actually. Either that or The Hard Times.
I was gonna say, it would not surprise me if it were on The Onion.
Not that I mind that, though, because it is a wonderful article. And also, oh, now you fall over! We were going to... Oh yeah, we have to go speak with Santa to get his... Or sorry, Sandy Claus. To get his permission. Or his blessing, as it were.
Isn't that Mr. Sandy Claus?
I want to do it! Let's draw straws!
Let's draw straws!
Jack said we should work together.
One of a kind.
It was 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind.
Birds of a feather!
Now river!
Whee! Okay, we should probably stop before we end up getting a VOD mute just by doing it. Oh, hi, Dolan. Anyway, how's your duck life? I didn't choose the duck life. The duck life chose me.
You know what cracks me up?
Hmm.
I feel like there is a comment, somewhere in 3 about like a couple, and then it's like, wow, like you guys are really perfect for each other, and Donald's like, yeah, just like me and Daisy. I'm like, Donald, that is not a healthy relationship. I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
I was like, Donald, are you okay?
I don't know. I kind of like the heart puzzle piece this way. I mean, oop, look at it. It fits perfectly, don't you think?
No.
It's
Jesus.
just, but like everything fits the way it should.
No. That is the opposite of the way it should be.
You're right. Hold on.
No. No.
Okay, fine.
Ugh.
Ooh, Serenity Crystal.
You know which way it's supposed to be.
I fixed it.
Ugh.
Oh, Duality was the one I was looking at. Okay, so these two go here. This one goes over here. Sora's head is just nominating Kyrie's legs. That's fine.
You know.
No, but seriously. May as well put Roxas there. So now we're just missing Sora's face. It's fine. It's in the Have You Seen This Boy poster his mother put up.
Oh, God. That's horrible.
Yeah, you're right. It was on the milk cartons, is what I meant to say.
Oh, my God.
I know. What's wrong with me? Oh, now this picture is starting to make more sense.
Hi.
Because, like, I'm sitting there trying to put these pieces together. I'm like, how do any of these fit together? I've got it now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, did you happen to see the Cox and Crendor sneak peek?
Yes.
A lord! A lord! You gotta give it to me! It was really good.
I lost my shit.
I had to watch it several times to make sure. Like, say what you will about Dad, he is a good animator.
Lord!
A lord!
Lord!
I just love the fact that his you gotta, like the gotta was just him blocking Chun-Li's kicks.
Or Credly.
Here it is.
Friendly, yes.
Door to Christmas Town.
I mean, he's done that before with
Of Halloween
the
can get
McD
so
quiz.
tiresome year after year.
You remember
I
when they were
wanted
doing the
something
clap?
new, and I
Oh,
found
yeah.
this.
I was just rewatching the animation
Beyond
last
this
night
door is a
because
world filled with
I made the
wonders,
mistake
likes
of
which
listening
you've never
to
seen.
scary stories before
First, I
bed.
couldn't believe
You
my
keep doing
eyes.
this.
Everything was
I
so
know.
fresh and exciting.
I was just like, oh, I'll be
Come on,
fine, and
just
I was
open
not
it.
fine. I had to like one of the blinds like to one of my windows was open, and I was like, that's a bad idea. So I just shut it. I'm like, I'll feel better about my life if it's shut. So I thought that would help. Then I was like, oh no, this isn't helping. So I'm like, no. Okay, I need something lighthearted. I've had enough creepy for one night. So I just went to Cox and Crendor animated. Like, that always cheers me up. So I was rewatching the one where Crendor was like, yeah, I was walking outside and like I saw a skunk. Because they were talking about the lady who like had a pet skunk.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of
Yeah.
the one with Chicago. Why are there so many skunks?
No, no. Bum-bum.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
But it's just the animation where he's like, I saw a skunk, and I was like, oh, and the skunk saw me, and was like, oh. Just the animations kill me every time.
I mean, I keep thinking about like when Crendor did that one laugh, and then Dan animated as him doing a quick draw and slicing Jesse in
his
half.
workshop. Shall we?
Or, slightly clever / lazy laughing animation where it's just a duck that shows up and just waddles back and forth a little bit.
I was really funny the one when like it looked like Jesse was like some like weird creature and he was like crawling backwards on the floor like a spider and Crendor was hiding from him.
Oh yeah, that one.
Dan has really clever ways of animating their laughter.
I mean, Crendor inhaling Jesse was pretty great too.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
Okay, so I do have power stones I can use. And I
Yay.
can use recipes. I don't have the gems I need to make this elixir, but you know what, I'll take it anyway.
Well,
And under free development, we can also make the mithril ring. And I can increase my experience, which I will do. So the next level is just like one more away.
So yeah, I think I also have the option to synthesize better weapons for Donald and Goofy, but I'm so focused on getting Ultimate Weapon at this point, I'm like, no, fuck that.
Dude, when you can make Vexen's shield like the plus version of it in this game, it's like this red and black look to it, and I'm just like, yep, Goofy, you're using that from now on.
ooh.
Although, the one time I got the Akashic record from the Bookmaster Heartless, I was just like, Goofy, you're gonna use this for a while.
Wiggly Woo, you can come too.
Basically. And I do like how in the original version, it still had the Halloween Town music in Christmas Town, and they still had their costumes on. But I like the new costumes too.
It makes more sense that their costumes would change to a Christmas theme in Christmas Town.
Yeah. It does. I will give you that.
Plus, I like Sora's Christmas outfit. It's so cute.
It is. It's fitting. He's even got little crown buttons.
Here,
And yet
too.
the Heartless don't look any different.
On guard,
No.
loyal bodyguards.
feel like that would be a lot.
Yeah, I understand that this is more of a remaster, so like they're improving some of the things they didn't get a chance to touch on. Oh,
Yeah.
let's see what Genie does. I don't think you've ever seen it with him.
No, I've never summoned Genie.
He makes his own Keyblade.
What?
Yeah,
What? Why is Genie a Keyblade wielder?
I don't know, but he has different limits depending on the drive form you use.
Oh my god!
It's kind of great.
What the heck? This is canon. This is canon that Genie is a Keyblade wielder.
By the way, he also has a Master and Final form. But I just love the fact that he's in a turban with a Keyblade, and, like, one of the commands is drive? Also, Sonic is kind of great because you just put Genie on the end of your Keyblade and swing him around. As you can see.
I can't.
Gorge, we can't let
What
anything
the
bad
heck?
happen
The
to
summons in this
Christmas.
game are kind of great.
I will never be over that.
I think Stitch is my
That's
favorite
where
just
Santa
because he can
Claus
block
lives.
attacks for you, and he will refill your magic meter.
Plus, it's Stitch.
Yeah, that's very true. But, like, I remember... Alright, Genie, it's nice having you here and all, but, like, I have several questions about where the others went after that cutscene. There. Now you're blue. Dabba dee dabba die, good sir. Dabba dee dabba die. Yeah, I don't fully understand how Genie's summon works, but I love it all the same.
He's a freaking Keyblade wielder. I can't. He doesn't even have any training. He doesn't know nothing. He just whips it out of nowhere.
It's like he makes it out of what should be his feet, but instead it's a tail.
It's like Zeus making Pegasus out of clouds.
Okay, that makes sense though, because he's a god.
Well, yeah. But like, I have so many questions.
So one time when I was taking on Vexen's Zaps in Silhouette, I summoned Stitch just to be able to block some of the attacks. He starts playing the ukulele, and Vexen just gets like stun locked in the air without making any sound, but he's just dropping all sorts of health orbs. I'm telling you, once we get Stitch, you need to see it.
This is making me want to replay too, but I can't right now.
Did you come to see it?
I mean, you can, it's just that, like, it's gonna be a bit of a shock going back to it from 3.
Yeah,
Sora,
plus
sir.
I'm going straight into Persona 5 once I finish 3.
Oh my god, yes!
I
Well,
told my
according to
friend
my
I
list,
would,
Sora,
since
7
I'm on night
years
shift
ago,
for the next
you
2 months.
told everyone you did not believe in Santa Claus.
So I'm gonna be up
That
late
is
anyway,
unfortunate.
and they're gonna be on calls with me whenever I play, so that they can help me, because I have no idea what I'm in for.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I understand why there's a waifu war, and personally, I think Makoto is best girl,
Am I on your list too by any chance? It's
but
me,
I will
Jack.
also say Haru is pretty
Jack
sweet too.
Skellington?
Because, like, I don't know, whenever I'm at work, I always think of Haru, and I'm just
sort
like,
of trouble did you
yeah,
bring
she's a real
this
sweetheart.
This time?
Saves world twice.
Still on Santa's naughty list.
I had to. Or Sora. Oh!
The bad luck Sora meme. I love it. Santa, you just have puzzle pieces lying around in your house. Why? Also, can I just dig through his wardrobe? No?
Let's go back in the tree.
It's not that hard. I stand by that. He could have just turned around. He lost his way, despite the fact that the way was right behind him.
Then go back to Christmas Town!
Oh god, this is the elf that looks like he only talks out of the side of his mouth.
Oh my god, it's that one! Oh my god! Oh god!
Look, I'm not saying that they...
Pay for the factory.
I'm not saying they tried to adapt Tim Burton's style, it's just that, like, it's
They
a bit weird. I mean, Santa and the others look great, it's just the minor characters, who you never saw
Oh.
talk.
Hey, Can you imagine if they had to go to freaking Corpse Bride?
Why do we have to hide?
I would have loved that, honestly, but is that
That
Disney?
would have been
This is a pleasant
amazing.
Is that Disney,
Jack
though?
brought Sora and the others with him. Now we can deal with all of them at once.
I don't know.
I know it's Tim Burton.
It probably isn't, but I don't care at this point.
Oh, dude, just imagine Sora, Donald, and Goofy as skeletons to fit in.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Or at least blue in the face.
Blue. They at least gotta be blue in the face, if not skeletons.
Like, I imagine Sora would be the easiest to make a skeleton out of because, like, his proportions are pretty similar to
I
ours.
assure you they're not
Yeah.
lost.
But, like, I imagine they would do that with Donald, obviously.
Catch them and bring them
Just,
back
for
here.
some reason, for me,
They're going to
Donald
get
is the
an
obvious
answer.
choice.
For a skeleton?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you just
Mr.
had like the
Claus,
beak, and then the
I
rest of
wanted to
him was
talk
just
to you
like
about Christmas
just
first.
skeleton.
Yeah.
And they like freak
I
out,
need to
like,
see how
where's
things
your
are progressing
skin?
in my
But, oh my
workshop.
god. They have to have eyes, I just realized. Because, like, remember the one skeleton who does the main part of Remains of the Day? He had eyes. In fact,
Yeah.
all of
Alright,
the
then.
skeletons actually had eyes, except for the Elder.
I thought
Well,
was his name Bone Daddy? I swear to God, it was.
no, I think that was just how they called him that. I don't remember.
Oh, well, he's Bone Daddy now.
Is there something you want to tell us?
No,
You mean
decidedly not.
nothing?
Do not even.
What, you don't want a
lie
bongo cat on his ribs like you do with Hercules' six-pack? Or his keg? Look, some men have a six-pack, some men have a keg. Hercules is swole as fuck. I think that was actually a mystery. I think there was a Mystery Science Theater riff about that. It's like, forget the six-pack, this guy's got a keg.
But like, I feel like I thought he only had no. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I thought he only had one eye. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a while.
Well, if he only had one eye, he still had an eye.
Well, yeah, it's true. I just it made me think of. It's my eye, isn't it? No, your eye is lovely.
Oh, wait, yeah, the skeleton dude was the only skeleton that had eyes, you know, the Remains of the Day guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like the other ones didn't.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but, like, still, the fact that there was one with at least one eye, that made me happy.
Yeah. Plus, he could make a mean tune.
He really could.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Remains of the Day is incredibly catchy. But it's
Yeah.
not my absolute favorite song from the movie.
What's
That-
your favorite?
That might be according to plan.
Really?
I don't know, I just think about the having crumpets with her highness. I don't ask why, I just do.
The elbows with the finest.
Having crumpets with her.
It's with her highness. I have the whole thing memorized. Because it's on my iPod, and every once in a while I'm just like, yeah, I'll jam.
Yeah, why not?
Because I'm a sucker for soundtracks, so.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
Actually, Sora, do you... Yeah, you know what? Sora, we're gonna take the Protect Belt from Goofy real quick.
It's great, because I was just thinking about that movie when I woke up today, and I was like, I hit something, and I was like, oh, it's not me. And I think, it's not me, it's my dress that's caught.
Mayhew! Silence that blasted cough!
Blasted coughing!
As Mayhew promptly kicks the bucket.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I know.
I love he was so chill about it too. He's like, yeah, you know,
There's cake.
this cake, yeah. I'm like, you were so chill about being dead.
I don't blame him, honestly. I mean, once you're dead, there's not really a whole lot you can do, you know?
He's just like, oh yeah, you know, it's kind of great.
I mean, he doesn't have to worry about coughing anymore.
Oh my god, what the heck?
Did I do wrong?
No, not you. One of my friends just like, I just got a commercial from OxyClean that literally only said, bloodstain? Use OxyClean. No more bloodstain. And that was it. That was the commercial. Should I feel threatened? I have no words.
I would say no, but, like, maybe just advice?
What is this?
Or just wear red. Idiot.
Idiot.
God, Nichelle Nichols is so good. Like, I've been rewatching the original Star Trek series, or Star Trek the original series, I guess I should say to be more accurate, at work when we have downtime.
Yeah.
And I just got to the episode where Spock does the Vulcan mind meld for the first time. But it's also the episode that South Park spoofed with the planetarium.
Oh god.
So, like, I saw that, and, like, the first time I watched it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's this episode? Or, like, this is what they were spoofing? That's pretty cool. You know, it was the one where Officer Barbrady thought he was Elvis.
Oh.
And Mr. Mackey had to talk him out of it.
Jesus Christ. Like, it's not my favorite show, but it definitely has funny moments.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I love the old season, Something Fierce, just because it's like, you know, first off, the voice acting wasn't great, and they hadn't quite figured out what they were doing, so they tried a lot of weird things. But, like, you know, once they had a better grasp, like, you know, around the seasons where Kenny had actually died for a little while, as opposed to, like, every episode, when Butters first became Professor Chaos, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty cool.
Look, if there's any one character I will always love from that series, it's Butters.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And where might I find him?
Jack and his dumb, stupid friends destroyed him.
Ah, yes.
Butters is honestly one of the best characters from South Park.
Like, some people it won't may ruin any sort of South Park for me, like, whatsoever, but they will never ruin Butters for me.
Well, I mean, like, I was watching the first season when, you know, they go out camping on the mountain or on a hunting trip with Jimbo and Ned. And I forgot that, like, they poured some gasoline on the fire just to get it to start faster, and Ned caught fire, so he stopped, dropped, and rolled. But there was a gas trail leading to the Jeep, which exploded shortly afterwards. And you're like, damn it, now we're stuck here for a bit.
Have you ever seen the episode where Butters tries to become a vampire?
Yes, I saw that one a lot. Scottsdale.
I only saw it very recently.
Really?
Yeah.
How recently did you see it?
Like a few months ago.
Oh, man.
And I could not get over it.
Mom, Butter's giving me a hickey. I like Hello Kitty Island Adventure better than this.
I just keep thinking, you're grounded.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or am I? That only works in Imagination Land. You're grounded. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, shit.
Like, my favorite recent-ish episode was the one where Butters had to go to Hawaii for his, like, coming-of-age ceremony. Because he was just, like, really angry about Ben Affleck marrying, I think it was Jessica Alba.
Indeed you do.
And, like, I don't know, but that was the reason he was so angry. So, his parents revealed that he was actually a native Hawaiian, like, he was born there.
You're too much.
And so, he goes for his rite of passage, but it's a bunch of, like, older white people who are using their, like, retirement community card for everything, because it's covered, I guess.
Even worse.
And, like, they find out that they're going to be taking it away. So they start, like, hitting golf balls at a cruise ship to try and scare away the non-natives. And they invite Butters to do the same. He gets mad about Ben Affleck, hits the ball, and it crashes through the wheelhouse, kills the captain, and sinks the entire cruise ship.
And I have the perfect plan already in mind.
God.
It was great, though, because, like, at the end of the episode, he finds out that Ben Affleck didn't marry Jessica Alba, he married another Jessica. He's like, oh, well, what do you know? I'm not so mad anymore. You know, that Ben Affleck's an alright guy.
Wake up! Wake up!
We want to see how bad you are.
Butters.
I know.
It seems he needs more
But it was
time
even
to
better because
recover.
Kenny went with him, and he was writing, like,
You
these
three,
letters that seemed
stay
as
here
if they
and
had been
keep
written by
Sora and
Charles
the others
Darwin,
occupied.
just observing the locals.
Oh my god.
And of course, like, it would cut back to Cartman, Kyle, and Stan every so often. They'd be like, dude, what the hell is Kenny on about?
There they are.
Or something like that. I don't know. It was a really enjoyable episode, honestly. Because it's like, our little butters managed to sink a cruise ship full of people with a golf ball. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, this fight. I remember this one. That's pretty cool how its sleeve patterns change depending on which kid it swallowed.
Oh, just noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the sleeves being much darker, honestly. But, I don't remember the sleeve pattern changing, so, like, right now it's gonna try again. But I'm gonna do an inside combo, and stop it.
Haha! You can't eat the children, not today.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. But yeah, how Barrel's got, like, the brown stripe colors. Shock seems to have the blue, or the blue and white swirls. I think it's actually based on their clothing, too, now that I think about it.
I wouldn't surprise me.
No, you don't. I will fight. I will smack your uvula, sir. I don't even know if this Heartless has a uvula, but I imagine he does.
Well, he might.
Yeah, like how Locke's got the, pretty much solid green color on the sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what, you want to try and throw fireballs at me? I can just block them back at you. How do you like that, huh? I'll do it again. Haha. See? You were trying to throw another one, but I stopped you. I learned from a guy called Hades. You ever heard of him? Feel the heat. I don't know, I'm feeling this fight right now.
Really feeling
And when they're all together, it's got like the weird black stripey, or like the sort of zigzag pattern to it. Aw, dude, the coolest thing though, when I was closing out the trucks at work today, all I thought of was Beetlejuice and that scene where he's a snake that replaces the banister. It's like, we come for your daughter, Joe. Well, actually, I thought of that because I was thinking about raid countermeasures that I could do. And I thought of the dinner scene where they start singing Banana Boat. And I'm like, no, that's probably copyright. So I was just, Otho, are you doing this? And then I thought about the whole we come for your daughter truck thing, and it's just like, Beetlejuice in general is probably not a good idea for that. As much as it pains me to say that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I love those scenes, because one of the other ones that crossed my mind was the whole, welcome to Winter River, step Brad, test your strength. Because, you know, it could just be like, this, like Baxter's skull over Beetlejuice.
Oh, God.
And then just, like, Otho could be, like, Kappa or something. Similar to how John does his UHF countermeasure. So, like, it does the drum roll and then the pants drop. Something like that. I don't know, it's like, I love the idea and I would love to entertain it, but I don't know if I could do it. Because I'm pretty sure Beetlejuice was released by Touchstone, which, as we know, is Disney's more adult company. Santa, the tree is right behind you. It actually is. I just confirmed this. How did you lose your way when you just got here?
I should be getting ready for Christmas.
You navigate the world, delivering presents to children, and you never once lose your way there. How did you lose your way this time? Santa, I need to sit down and talk with you over a cup of milk and a plate of cookies.
It's very important that you go back.
I'm sorry, I'm a little salty right now.
Something terrible is going to happen if you don't.
Because there's no reason for him to have lost his way.
All over again. Then go back to Christmas Town.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
He had something to say to me about Christmas.
I almost choked on some water earlier today, so it's just like this cough has been with me since.
And if Jack knocks, don't open
I'm
it.
okay. I'm sorry. I really should not be mad, but
The
no,
large
no.
one in
You know what?
red.
I know. It's justified because Santa walked maybe like 10 feet from the tree.
That's right. Lock him up at once.
Is it just like his sleigh has GPS or something? Is that how it works?
That's sure to make sorrow.
Did they even
and other
have
things
GPS
come
when Tim
running.
Burton made The Nightmare Before Christmas?
No, it was made in the 90s.
Yes. And in
GPS
the
or Nightmare Before
meantime,
Christmas?
I'll turn
Nightmare
Santa
Before Christmas, it
Claus
came out with
into
the year I was
Santa
born.
Hot
I'm pretty sure they had GPS because, like, we had a lot of satellites in orbit by then, I imagine.
Well, not publicly. It wasn't public.
Does anybody know when GPS first became public?
Hold on. Do the Google.
This is such a dumb conversation because I get
Hold on.
worked up over Santa getting lost 10 feet from the tree.
GPS.
Oh, man, my head. I am lightheaded now from that. Like, if I spend some playtime with Callie, I'm gonna be like, Callie, do you think Santa can get lost 10 feet from a tree?
First launch of the Global Positioning System was February 1978.
Aha! It existed!
It existed, but when did GPS become available on a cell phone?
Santa doesn't have a cell phone, though. That's irrelevant.
You don't know that.
Do you?
No, but I'm saying it could be possible.
NORAD tracks Santa. That's the thing. Maybe he works with NASA. Maybe that's why he had access to it so early.
That whole Santa tracking thing was a complete fluke.
How do you mean?
Like, they didn't, like, mean for it to happen, but it just kind of happened.
Oh. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Someone was just like, what if we do this?
I think it was because, like, a lot of kids
Done a little
were,
redecorating.
like, you know, because they're, like, super into it. I forget the whole story.
Wait.
But it wasn't their
something's not
intention to
quite
use
right.
NORAD
I
for
know
that.
what it is. We just
They're
need
just like,
a
well,
little
yeah,
more
this is
of
what we're
that
doing now, I
booty
guess.
fat.
Oh, it works, though. It's cute.
I
A
do
brief
hope
history-
our jolly old friend is looking
A Brief
forward
History
to
of
becoming a
GPS by
hard
not Stephen Hawking.
No, by Mark Sullivan.
Ah, he's the Stephen Hawking of GPS.
You don't know that.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go. It all started with
Still
Sputnik.
here? Why don't you
Come
put
closer,
on back
and I'll
where
tell you.
came from? You're crabbing my style.
What seemed at the time
Have
like a
you
major
already
defeat in the Cold
forgotten who
War
brought
turned
you
out to be the
back, you
catalyst for one of the
insolent
most
bag of
important
bugs?
technologies of the 20th century and maybe the
Sorry,
21st.
can't remember a thing.
It was October 4th,
Very well, you
1957.
ingrate. You'll rue the
Scientists
day
at
you
MIT
spurned my
noticed that the
help.
frequency of radio signals transmitted by the small Russian satellite increased as it approached and decreased as it moved away. This is caused by the Doppler effect, signaling that makes the timbre of a car horn change as the car rushes by.
Oh, Russia, you say? Come on.
Don't. Anyway,
I love the USSR's
may
national
I
anthem.
continue?
Yes, now you may.
This gave the scientists a grand idea. Satellites could be tracked from the ground by measuring the frequency of the radio signals they emitted, and conversely, the locations of receivers on the ground could be tracked by their distance from the satellites.
No, don't reload. I just closed it, and it just opened back up. It knows the Soviet Union button is sentient.
That, in a nutshell, is the conceptual foundation of modern GPS. A GPS receiver in your phone or on the dash of your car learns its location, rate of speed, and elevation by measuring the time it takes to receive radio signals from 4 or more satellites floating overhead. GPS has come a long way since Sputnik. Here are the major milestones along the way. As of right now, a total of 31 GPS satellites orbit the Earth twice a day. So in 1959, the Navy built the first real satellite navigation system, which it called Transit. The system was designed to locate submarines and started out with 6 satellites and eventually grew to 10. The subs often had to wait hours to receive signals from the satellites, but the model set the stage for true GPS with continuous signaling from satellites in space. 1963. The Aerospace Corporation completed a study for the military that proposes a system of space satellites that sends signals continuously to receivers on the ground and could locate vehicles moving rapidly across the Earth's surface or in the air. Wait,
What?
vehicles moving in the air? I think I know what they mean.
Planes.
Like, I just pictured... I pictured it like a car.
Planes are vehicles too, as are
I
ships.
I know, I just...
You work in aviation, so do I.
Look, I never... Whenever I hear vehicle, I don't associate it with planes and ships. I associate it with cars.
Now that I think about it, trains are vehicles too.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just, like... I was picturing this car, like, going so fast that it, like, flies over a hill. And, like, new.
Nice.
I'm fine. I'm fine, really.
It's majestic, truly. Ooh, majestic.
A Honda is a Honda, even in a dream.
I would hope so. But alas, not too fast, for Hondas are built for economy. That was the best I could come up with. I'm sorry, I thought of Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's a Yugo, man! It's built for economy!
Anyway.
Yes, anyway.
The study lays out the GPS concept that we know today for the first time.
I ruined you.
Receivers and vehicles on the ground would derive a precise set of location coordinates by measuring the transmission times of radio signals from satellites.
I have no regrets, by the way.
I know. 1974, the branches of the military, after having worked on a GPS system for the past 11 years, launched the first satellite of the proposed 24-satellite GPS system called Navstar. The satellite, and many to follow, are meant to test the Navstar concept. From 1978 to 1985, the military launches 11 more test satellites into space to test the Navstar system, which by then was simply called the GPS system. The satellites carried atomic clocks with them to more precisely measure transmission times. Some of these satellites, starting in 1980, carried sensors designed to detect the launch or detonation of nuclear devices. Then I got an ad of, see if they're cheating on you. Who?
The Kardashians, obviously.
I knew it.
What happens next between Kim and Kanye will blow your mind. No, it won't.
It's like step 1, enter phone number. Step 2, view the graphic details. What?
I
Why
don't
am I getting
care.
this ad? What? Why am I getting this ad? I don't know. I'm
Google
scared.
doesn't have enough tracking data on you.
Well.
Even Oogie's laughing about it.
1983. Shortly after the Russians shot down Korean Air Flight 007 after it wandered off course into Soviet airspace over the Kamchatka Peninsula.
They killed Korean James Bond.
President Reagan offered to let all civilian commercial aircraft use the GPS system once it was completed to improve navigation and air safety.
I don't know what you're talking
1985. The government contracts with private companies to develop, quote, airborne, shipboard, and man-pack portable GPS receivers. 1989. After years of testing, the Air Force finally launches the first fully operational GPS satellite into space. The Air Force planned to launch the satellite on the space shuttle, but changed its plans after the Challenger disaster in 1986 and used a Delta II rocket instead.
Mr. Santa Claus!
Another one, 1989. Magellan Corporation claims to be the first to market in the U.S. with a handheld navigation device, the Magellan Nav 1000. 1990. Fearing military adversaries might use the GPS system to their advantage, the Defense Department decides to deliberately decrease the accuracy of the system. Okay.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Life finds a way.
Jeff Goldblum.
1994. The FAA and Bill Clinton tell the worldwide airline industry that can continue using the GPS system free of charge, quote, for the foreseeable future. 1995, the first rev of the GPS system was finally completed. In 1995, when the last of a full, quote-unquote, constellation, 27 fully operational GPS satellites is launched into space. Of those 27, 3 were used as spares to quickly replace any of the 24 active satellites that failed. The satellites, which weigh between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds, circled the globe twice a day. They were situated so that at least 4 of them were visible from any place on Earth at any time of day. 1998. Vice President Al Gore announced a plan to make the GPS satellites transmit 2 additional signals to be used for civilian, non-military applications, especially to improve aircraft safety. Congress approved the plan, called GPS-3 in 2000.
I'm not gonna lie, I keep forgetting Al Gore was actually president.
You mean, Vice President?
Yeah, vice president, that's what I meant. My bad.
I was gonna say, you say he's president, that's a whole other can of worms right there.
Hey,
Anyway.
any man who invents the internet is probably president at some point in his life. I'm sorry, that's just such an outrageous claim and I love it. Anyway.
1999. Mobile phone manufacturer Benetton launched the first commercially available GPS phone, a safety phone called the Benetton ESC. I guess that's escape. What's the next one?
Esk!
Esk!
It's like the whole thing of factorials, where, you know, they're explained by, you know, using an exclamation mark. So I'm just like, 1 plus 3 is 4! 7! 10!
Yeah, it's okay. I always read them that way too, in my head anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't help but laugh the first time I saw them in my textbook.
It's like 5! The GSM phone was sold mainly in Europe, but many other GPS-enabled mobile phones would follow. 2000, the Defense Department ended the purposeful degradation. Yes, I got it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I wasn't gonna say that. Degradation of GPS, which it implemented before the first Gulf War. GPS became 10 times more accurate overnight, and all kinds of industries, from fishing, forestry, to freight management, soon began using it. 2001. As GPS receiver technology got much smaller and cheaper, private companies began pumping up personal GPS products, like the in-car navigation devices from TomTom and Garmin. 2004. Qualcomm said it had developed and tested, quote, assisted GPS, unquote, technology, allowing phones to use cellular signal in combination with GPS signal to locate the user to within feet of their actual location. 2005. The first of a new generation GPS satellite called Block 2 was launched from Cape Canaveral. The new breed of satellite transmitted signals on the second dedicated civilian camera. God knows. Okay.
That is not what I thought you said. I thought you were like, God knows.
2009, the Government Accountability Office, GAO, issued a report warning that the $5.8 billion effort to upgrade the GPS satellites is so fraught with technical problems, cost overruns, and delays that some of the satellites could begin to fail in 2010. This set the Air Force scrambling delay fears, saying, quote, there's only a small risk we will not continue to exceed our performance standard. 2010-2011, the Air Force launched 2 new GPS satellites, one in 2010 and one in 2011, that are meant to keep the constellation operable until the next generation Block 3 satellites will begin launching in 2014. The new Block 3 satellites will add an additional civilian GPS signal and will enhance the performance of existing GPS service. Oh wow, this is an old article. Oh!
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, by 2014, I'm like, we've already passed that.
This is the most recent they had, 2012. At present, the Air Force manages a constellation of 31 operational GPS satellites, plus 3 decommissioned satellites that can be reactivated if needed. The constellation is managed to ensure the availability of at least 24 GPS satellites, 95% of the time. On October 4th, the Air Force launched, I will say, the next addition to the constellation, the GPS 2F3 satellite into space. So now you know.
Yay.
Telling you, you learn things.
Whether we want to or not. And this still doesn't
Alright,
answer the
Christmas
question
is
of whether
safe again.
Santa has GPS or not. We just know more about GPS.
Look, he made a deal with the military.
I mean, that has to be the case.
Perfect.
How else would NORAD
I'd
be
better
able to
get
track
down
him?
to business.
Yeah.
So, here's something I thought about while you were talking about
You
that.
want to stick to
Oh, no.
Halloween and spooky
You never
stuff.
really think about just how fast all the satellites that orbit Earth are moving.
Oh yeah.
Here, it's done.
Wonderful.
Like,
Why,
to
I
a
love it.
frightening
Thank
degree.
you, Sally.
Jack,
If they can
do you
complete
really have to
2
do this?
orbits a day,
But I make a splendid Santa Claus.
Listen here,
think about how quickly Earth is rotating, which I don't remember off the top of my head, I just know it's fast.
Very grateful. But please
Google.
promise you won't cause any more trouble.
I knew you were gonna do it.
And about that
But, like,
suit,
double that.
don't even think about taking over for me again.
Unless they're moving in the opposite
I just
direction,
thought
but
you
I
could
don't
use
think
a
they
little
do.
help this year, Mr. Claus. You
The
must
Earth?
be exhausted from all the preparations. And I wouldn't mind a second chance to get
The
this
surface of the
Christmas
Earth
thing
at the
right.
equator moves at a speed of 460 meters per second, or
Yes,
roughly
being
1,000
Santa
miles
Claus
per hour.
can be
That's at the
tiring.
equator.
But let me tell you something, Jack.
That's still really
Seeing the happy
fast.
faces of little
Yep.
children
Like,
when they discover the presents
You know
I've
what
brought
it's
them
like.
makes
Okay,
it all
maybe you
worthwhile.
don't, but like when Joe was, or when Temto, sorry, when Temto was driving me to the eye center to get prepped for LASIK and stuff, or PRK, he managed to break 100 in the Model 3. Very briefly, but he was like, okay, I cannot have this car.
Mine is to take care of Christmas, and yours is to take care of Halloween.
But yeah, we had to
Do the very best
do a lot of
we can.
calculations that involved the rotation speed of the Earth.
After all, you're the face of Halloween.
I mean, because you know we worked
Mr.
with the atmosphere and everything.
The Pumpkin
But it
King
really all depends on where in the Earth you are.
nightmares.
Where in the Earth?
And even though you're fascinated with
Yes.
Christmas, Jack, Halloween.
Are we Nephilim? Is that what you're saying? Are humans actually Nephilim? Oh my god! I'm a horseman of the apocalypse, I knew it! Ooh, ooh, can I be like Death's right-hand man? Like Death Jr.? I don't know. That's a PSP title.
Death Jr.?
Yeah, okay, so there are 2 PSP titles that caught my attention. Death Jr. and Death Jr. 2, Root of Evil. So the thing is, like, somehow Death or Death Jr. unleashes evil on, like, a school trip or something like that. And the back of the box is just like, he's gotta fix it before his dad finds out, or he's gonna get it. Or worse, military school. I don't know, I really want to play it, but I need to get through Birth by Sleep first, because that's all I really feel like playing on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I've got lots of names to check and preparations to finish.
Oh, and I was actually thinking about, because, like, my coworker Nick has said several times, for series like Kingdom Hearts, he needs, like, an abridged version to be able to get into it. So what I want to do is just, like, you know how John did the abridged version of the opening of Triforce Heroes? Like, with the Mario RPG thinking music?
Yeah.
I want to do something like that, but for each title. And then, just like when it gets to 358 and code, it's like, I don't have a DS capture card, so we're just going to use the cutscenes here. It would take a little while to get all the way through everything, and it's like, I don't know much about back cover, just like a pause as I'm, or like,
We better get
I
going.
don't know much about back cover.
Before you do,
It just
Sora,
cuts to black while
I
the music is still
believe there's
going,
a
there's
friend of
silence for a few
yours who,
seconds.
If I recall correctly,
It's
was
like
the
one
who
quick
told
Google
there's
search
no
later.
such thing as Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's the temperature
You
up
did
there
say
right
that.
now?
Let
Be
me
sure to
check
give
my
him
handy dandy phone.
very best wishes.
It's showing 25, let
I
me
will,
refresh
but-
that.
Do you know where I can find Riku?
Or not, you know, that's cool too.
No.
There we go.
But don't give up. Remember, if you believe in Riku, you will find him.
Yeah, it's 21.
Just as you found me.
Ugh.
How about you?
Oh, what's the high gonna be for you tomorrow?
It's showing 36. And snow.
Oh.
You have something very, ooh, we got Magnet. Let's do a quick trip to Atlantica then. You're gonna have some nice weather, aren't you?
A high 78 tomorrow.
I would be mad, but, like, I'm honestly more jealous. And
Scattered thunderstorms.
it's not your fault because, like, you know, you had to go down there for your job.
Yeah. Yeah, it's March and it's already getting close to 80. It's gonna hit April and I'm gonna die.
Well, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a dry humidity at least. I'm holding up a Mother 3 cartridge while I'm laughing.
I'm laughing because when I first started living down here, it was humid as fuck.
Okay,
We'd
fair.
like you to come with us, Ariel.
I can never escape
And
the
we got
humidity.
something to
You know where I
show
have to go for that?
The beach?
Las Vegas.
Ah, or Arizona. Arizona's pretty dry too.
I ain't going to Arizona.
Arizona's pretty dry too.
It's a pretty cool
Yeah,
statue.
but I'm not going there. I have my...
In the words of Homer Simpson, Arizona smells funny.
Prince?
But, yeah, I can understand. Las Vegas is pretty cool, from what I understand. And we're getting up to the, copyrighted song, so I'm going to do my best to adapt to this.
Oh, yeah. A musical challenge.
Look at this bluff. Is it on fleek? Wouldn't you think that... I don't have any more. I'm out. I'm tapped.
Bluff? Is it on fleek?
I don't know.
Wow.
I had to... I panicked.
Thought I would hear you say on fleek in
I
my
said-
life.
Did you not watch the video of Dark Souls where I met Doris? Because, like, I was talking about, it's like...
You're saying that.
I mentioned, it's like, isn't that what the kids are saying these days, on fleek? But, nope, apparently that was my thing.
I got 20. But who cares?
I don't know. Look, I'm just not sure what more I can say at this point.
Aside from Ariel singing.
I don't know, but like I can't do the Top Fox thing because this it also involves like having to do button inputs, and it's just that was the best I could do, and I wasted it at the very beginning.
Look at this bluff.
And I missed that input because we were laughing too hard. Well, at least we got it done. And we were able to talk and laugh over all of it. I love it.
We're here to help you, you know?
And that was the day we lost you over laughter because I fumbled. Oh god, I'm smiling too hard now.
On fleek.
And the ugly laugh comes out. I didn't think my using slightly modern but also now outdated terms would make you laugh that hard.
Because you're white.
That's it? That's your reason?
You're so white, and I just look. You know it's true.
This doesn't stop you when Connor uses terms like that.
I look at him weird too. He's translucent.
No, we're Irish. Okay, that's almost clear.
You're part German. You're not clear.
You're right. I am stern and still relatively opaque. I'm sorry. I started laughing and I had to clear my throat partway through. Oh, man, that was just... God, what a way to come to a close on tonight's stream. Learn about GPS and learn that I am apparently too white to use on fleek. It's like Mr. Krabs trying to say coral. Jenny, it's Pearl. Coral is definitely out.
Out.
Oh, my head's light for some reason.
Oh no, Luca was playing Cooking Simulator today.
Did you not see it?
I wasn't home for the stream.
So she cut up potatoes and put them in a pan, and she tried to put it down gently, but it like threw the pan, so the potatoes just fly out.
I have to get the gift right now.
It's so good. Like if you can watch the VOD, just take a moment to do so, because like Nick and I were talking, we both agreed it's like VR support would be great for this game. Oh god, Shadows Die Twice comes out in 12 days.
Ah!
Don't peek the mic.
It's too late, I already did.
I know. But then also, like, the day after that, I find out whether my application was accepted to... Oh wait, no. That's the 27th. So a week after that, I find out whether my application was accepted to GDQ or not.
Oh, fuck.
I'm really hoping. I can understand if they say no, though. But, like, I just did a 26-minute playthrough where it was just me going through casually, which is like, okay, I know where all the treasures are, but I'm just taking my time with this. Also, just like, yes, I remember the part of the movie where Joe Pesci had Kevin on a table and couldn't reach him.
I think I spaced out. What the fuck are we talking about?
Home Alone.
I was like, that's what I thought. I like spaced out and I tuned in for Joe Pesci. And I'm like, what's happening?
You see, there was a Home Alone Goodfellas crossover where Joe Pesci got really pissed off at Kevin. Like, more so than usual, but had a gun on him.
I was gonna say, wait a second.
Like, I've only seen one scene from Goodfellas, it's where Joe Pesci shoots Spider. I think I need to end the stream because I'm just spinning around constantly talking about Joe Pesci. Now I'm just trying to get outside the map.
Wow.
Oh, well. Oh, it's been a fun stream. I will say that. For maybe the wrong reasons? Like, I'm sorry, I can't get over how hard you laughed about my, very short-lived attempt to avoid copyright. And, I don't know, like a bluff, I guess like, I was thinking like a poker hand. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna just stop the stream now. Okay. Because, like, if I don't, I'm just gonna keep circling around the map. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did. I hope you had fun with the lesson on GPS and me being salty over Santa being 10 feet away from his exit.
It's
and
fine,
getting
it's
lost.
Fine.
Maybe he's too reliant on GPS, because he only goes out once a year. Good night, everybody.
Good night!